Hi, I'm Cindy Hedrick. Today we'll be reading Chapter 7. Have you ever hugged a turkey? Essie Cares was open to helping all sorts of creatures, including a very friendly turkey. Jerry was a broad-breasted male turkey whose feathers were so colorful and beautiful. The human who had previously cared for him had a nice garden that Jerry roamed freely, grazing all day. This led to his extra weight and unfortunately caused other health issues. And here is a picture of our beautiful boy. Once Jerry was settled in at Essie Cares, we discovered how friendly he was, following us around and calling out to us. He wanted attention, and his hugs were the best. He was such a sweet boy and soon became the favorite of everyone, even visitors. Nearly everyone wanted to hug Jerry because he gave the best hugs. Often he would lay his head on your shoulder that allowed him to hug you back, which was a special feeling. In the hot summer months, Jerry would pant just like a dog. We brought out a large barn fan and positioned it so he could stand in front of it and cool off. He also had a pool we encouraged him to stand in to cool down. Jerry loved grapes, which he would swallow whole, and as you might guess, everyone wanted to give him treats. We had to keep an eye on his treat intake so not to overdo it since he was already overweight. He also loved lettuce, which is much better for him and helped him stay hydrated. Due to Jerry's weight problem, he had swollen feet all the time. We gave him arthritis medications to help with his discomfort. The other issue Jerry had from being overweight was with his crop. This is the area leading to the stomach where food would begin to digest. The crop had become stretched and would fill with air as he ate. Now here's the surprise. We discovered through hugging him and gently squeezing him, we could help him burp. Yes, we burped the turkey. It seemed a little strange and looked even stranger. We would straddle him as if we were going to ride him, but of course never put our weight on him. Then we would wrap our arms around him right under his neck. Once in position, we'd give him a little squeeze and out came burps. Quite loud, I might add. You could tell he felt better immediately. Let's go back to these pictures. That's me hugging him. That's him in front of the fan. And then this was our sanctuary manager giving him a burp. Jerry had another amazing trait. He could change the color of his head and neck. He could also draw up his snood. This was the dangly part that hangs from the top of the head. He could draw it into a short cone or let it droop long and floppy. His neck would change from light blue to bright red, depending on whether he was cold or hot, excited or relaxed. Turkeys are amazing creatures. Several years went by, and Jerry was for sure one of our most popular animals. People who came out for tours to meet all the animals would fall in love with our handsome boy, especially after getting a hug. There were those who always came back at Thanksgiving just to hug Jerry and tell him how much they loved him. After several years, Jerry's body was growing weak and his feet seemed to ache all the time. We knew it was time to let him go. I hope he could see the rainbow bridge in the sky and all the creatures that were there to greet him. Several of his human friends hugged him and kissed him as he made his way to the bridge, all of us knowing we would see each other again. Our lives bring us many changes, but one thing stays the same. The love we feel in our hearts is real, and that's the greatest gift of all. If you're ever lucky enough to meet a turkey like Jerry who would allow you to touch him, you should definitely give him a hug. Oh, there's a couple more pictures.